it actually had quite a huge leveraged effect on the auto industry.
Wir haben in den vergangenen Monaten damit begonnen, die Voraussetzungen zu schaffen, um Innovationen künftig noch schneller in Serie bringen zu können.
Did you know that Tesla sold 121,610 Model 3s in 2021? And that's compared to nearly 100,000 Audi A3s. Two titans of the premium hatchback segment are going up against each other in a head-to-head comparison. How does a well-equipped Model 3 compare with Audi's subcompact luxury sedan? Let's find out in today's episode of Tesla Car World. Welcome back to the channel. Before we begin, please show your support by subscribing if you haven't already and ringing the bell so you won't miss out on any of our interesting videos in the future. Now friends, let's get started with today's content. Small luxury hatchbacks are some of the most popular cars on the market right now. They're hot property, and Audi is such a popular brand in the segment that the Tesla Model 3 is clearly targeting. So, what is the price of the Audi A3 compared to the Model 3?
Speed. So it's going to be a really great car. I think you will not be able to find a better car, gasoline or electric, in that price range that is anywhere near as great.
The starting price of the new 2023 Model 3 electric car ranges from $40,390 for the base trim up to $56,390 for the performance trim. If you want to get a fully loaded Model 3, then you'll need to choose the performance trim, which will cost $82,000. But under the tax credit, the manufacturer's suggested retail price for brand new sedans must be less than $55,000. Thus, the Model 3 base trim is still eligible for the full $7,500 federal tax credit. If we subtract the tax credit, the base version costs only $32,890, which is actually pretty reasonable. Moreover, Tesla's gearing up for a small revamp of its popular Model 3 vehicle, which is set to go into production in the middle of 2023. Project Highland is a redesign aiming to reduce production costs while increasing the Model 3's attractiveness. Highland will focus on reducing the number of components and complexity of the Model 3's interior. So we're looking forward to a big drop in 2023, with an estimated savings of $4,000 to $5,000. In which case, it'll be about $27,890 for a Model 3, and it looks like Tesla is getting closer to people who want to buy but can't afford. Now, for comparison, the 2023 Audi A3 is available in two trim models. For this year, we have the Premium and Premium Plus. The 2023 Audi A3's base premium trim starts at $35,400. That's low for the class. The A3 Premium Plus trim goes for $38,800. We can see now that the Tesla Model 3 is about $5,000 more expensive than the Audi A3. So then why would it be better than the Audi? First, we have to talk about the power and performance. Which one would you think would have the better, the Model 3 or the A3? As with most EVs, the Model 3 gains speed smoothly and almost silently, with the electric motor providing strong power from a stop. The rear electric motor of the Tesla Model 3 is an internal permanent magnet synchronous reluctance motor, or IPM-SYN-RM, while the front electric motor is an induction motor. In its base form, the Model 3 comes in an RWD, or rear-wheel drive format, and produces 279 horsepower with 330 pound-feet of torque. But what about the Audi A3? Powering the new A3 is the same 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine from the outgoing model year, but it has its differences. The most noticeable one is the drop in power figures, 27 horsepower and 37 pound-feet of torque to be precise. The engine now cranks out 201 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of combined output, as it is accompanied by a 48-volt mild hybrid system. Thus, the Model 3 is more powerful than the Audi by 78 horsepower and 109 pound-feet of torque. With an impressive power output for the Model 3's motor, what should we expect for the battery? And how is its range? The battery size for a 2023 Tesla Model 3 ranges from 50 to 82 kilowatt hours, thanks to new battery cell technology that allows for higher energy density. The entry-level Model 3 can travel up to 272 miles on a single charge, but the long-range model can drive up to 358 miles. Moreover, this car can be charged up to a range of 3 miles per hour with NEMA 5-15 chargers. while it can be fully charged in 8 to 12 hours using NEMA 1450 chargers and in 7 to 8 hours using a wall connector. The mighty supercharger could charge the vehicle in 25 minutes to half an hour. Now, what about the Audi A3? How far can it go? A 13.2-gallon tank is available for the Audi A3. On a full tank of gas, its maximum city range is 369 or 382 miles, depending on trim. It also offers a maximum highway driving range between 475 or 501 miles. Again, depending on trim. When we compare it to urban driving, the two cars have almost the same range, making the Model 3 very powerful when compared to the gas-powered hatchback. Let's do some basic math. If you purchase the standard Model 3, you can expect to pay about $10.94 to fully charge the battery. In contrast, the average price of gasoline for this period is $3,676 per gallon, so it costs $48.50 to fill up the Audi A3's gas tank. You can see then that the Model 3 saves you $37.58, which is a large amount of money today. How is the acceleration for the two cars? While there are certainly faster EVs out on the market, the Model 3 was blisteringly quick when it was first released. Even today, the Model 3 performance is quick enough to beat many gas-powered sports cars. Tesla even claims a 0 to 60 of 3.1 seconds for the performance, which is enough to beat an Audi A3. Audi estimates their A3 accelerates from 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds, which is 3.2 seconds slower than the Tesla. And if you have the guts to keep your foot glued to the floor and you're not on public roads, the performance model will top out at 162 miles per hour.
At Tesla, we don't make slow cars.
With a 0 to 60 in about 4.2 seconds, the Tesla Model 3 long range is also very quick. The top speed on the long range is 145 miles per hour. The base Model 3, with its single motor and rear-wheel drive layout, is not quite the drag racing superstar that the performance is. With the base Model 3, the 0 to 60 will take only 5.8 seconds, which is still half a second faster than the Audi. It's also worth mentioning that the top speed is very close to that of the long range at 140 miles per hour. But the instant torque of an electric car is dramatically different from the slow rise of a gasmobile. Thus, people who experience the 3.1 seconds of a Model 3 and the 6.3 seconds of the A3 will feel that the Model 3 is much quicker and more powerful. Let's compare the two cars' interiors.
There are two important design steps we did with the Model 3.
Model 3 has an interior unlike any other car on the market today. It's shockingly simple inside, with nearly everything controlled by the monolithic touchscreen in the center of the dashboard. The Tesla's low, flat floor makes for a spacious and airy feel inside. The front seats are supportive and comfortable, but the rear seats are cramped and uncomfortable. One of the most exciting interior features of the Model 3 is the almost obscenely large touchscreen. According to the automaker, it measures a whopping 15 inches. This display is like an iPad with crisp resolution and smooth graphics. New for this year are two handy wireless charge pads below the center screen for your phones, which are angled so you can quickly glance as notifications pop up. And we've got to say that the design is thoughtful. Moreover, the 2023 Model 3 only offers two interior color options, black and white combination. While the black interior color is included in the price, the black and white color scheme costs an extra $1,000. So how does the Audi A3's interior compare, and what's so special about it? Inside the 2023 A3, Audi's designers have taken the more staid styling of the larger A4 sedan and dialed in more personality. Two large air vents flank the car's gauge display, and a stitched panel lines the top of the dashboard. The available sports seats feature faux suede upholstery and quilted seating surfaces. The A3 features a 10.1-inch infotainment touchscreen on all models. A 10.3-inch digital gauge display is standard, but the Premium Plus trim can be upgraded to a larger 12.3-inch unit as part of the technology package. The A3 comes with Audi's MMI infotainment system, which gets high marks for user-friendliness. There are 3 stylish and distinct interior color palette options for the 2023 Audi A3, so you can truly configure the interior to match your personal style as much as the exterior. The A3 has an available interior color option that is black and rock gray, as well as parchment beige, and steel gray as an interior color pairing for those looking for more contrast. Now, how much cargo space is inside the Model 3 and the A3? Since EVs do not require as much mechanical hardware as gasoline-powered vehicles, they have more passenger and cargo space for the same size. The Model 3's back seats fold flat as well, providing an uninterrupted cargo floor for hauling larger items. With the rear seats folded, the Model 3 provides enough room for 15 carry-on suitcases, or about 425 liters. There are also generously sized bins and cubbies throughout the cabin. Moreover, the Model 3 splits the storage space into 2 compartments. There's a traditional trunk out the back and a trunk in the front of the car where the internal combustion engine would normally be. Combined, these 2 compartments total 649 liters of available cargo space, which is considerably more than the 380 liters of the Audi A3. The Audi A3's luggage capacity, like other mid-size cars, easily accommodates a family. The 380-liter trunk can fit up to 3 full-sized suitcases. Small car cargo space isn't usually particularly generous, but we're expecting the A3's trunk to provide enough space for an average grocery store haul or a weekend's worth of luggage. Now, how are the exteriors of the 2 cars designed to match the inside? The Model 3 takes a departure from the aggressive design of other cars in Tesla's lineup. It features friendly styling cues and soft lines that make it feel approachable. The dimensions of the Tesla Model 3 are 15.4 feet long by 6 feet wide and 4.7 feet high. Compared to the Audi A3, which may be the smallest of the Audi's luxury cars, with its dimensions of 14.6 feet in length, 5.9 feet in width, and 4.6 feet in height, we can see that the Model 3 is 0.8 feet longer, 0.2 feet wider, and 0.1 feet higher compared to the A3. Now, what colors do these vehicles come in? The new 2023 Tesla Model 3 will have a variety of 5 exterior paint color options, which include red, multicoat, deep blue metallic, pearl white multicoat, midnight silver metallic, and solid black. For the A3, it's fitting that the Audi offers some fun colors to accentuate the aggressive lines. The 2023 A3's color palette includes Ibis White, Brilliant Black, Glacier White Metallic, Mythos Black Metallic, Manhattan Gray Metallic, Floret Silver Metallic, Tango Red Metallic, Navara Blue Metallic, and Atoll Blue, you guessed it, Metallic. Another crucial component of the vehicle's overall design is its tires. So how are the tires on the Model 3 and A3 design? Tesla has just switched the stock 18-inch tires for the Model 3 from the Michelin Primacy MXM4 to the new Hankook Kinergy GT H436. The tire width, aspect ratio, and rim diameter are the same as before, 235/45 by R18. The new Tesla Model 3 Hankook Kinergy GT tire is an all-season tire, the price of which we found was $156.63 on Amazon. The gas-powered A3 that comprises the Premium Plus and Technology variants gets 205/55 R16 by 91W tubeless radial tires. This tire is smaller than that of Tesla's and costs less at around $94.87. However, the superior onboard technology of Tesla's is what makes it a true competitive advantage. So can the technology of the Audi A3 compare to that of the Model 3?
Saying the Model 3 is going to be an incredibly safe car. We really believe at Tesla that safety has to come first.
The Model 3 navigation display is impressive because of its size and is one of the few that pulls Google Maps data in real time. That sometimes means spotty information in areas with poor reception, but otherwise the interface is easy to use. The Autopilot traffic-aware cruise and lane management system is one of the better systems out there, and cruise control will even slow for approaching curves.
It's got great technology. It's got things like autopilot.
Aside from that, Elon Musk confirmed on Twitter that Tesla has begun the initial rollout of FSD Beta version 11. The update was highly anticipated since it was the first version of the advanced driver assist system that utilized a single stack for both intercity and highway driving. This option will cost you $15,000 on top. The A3 features the latest in-car technology from Audi. The navigation system works well with a clear map that can be displayed in the instrument cluster. It makes turn-by-turn directions a cinch. The available heads-up display helps here as well, projecting navigation info onto the windshield. We were even more impressed by the rich sound of the A3's available Bang & Olufsen audio system. Every A3 has wireless connectivity for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and a wireless charging pad available. The A3 is available with a full suite of driver aids and safety features, most of which must be added as options. And finally, if you've been considering making the switch to an EV, the Audi A3 is also a car worth buying if you prefer a smaller car. However, the Tesla Model 3 is the more optimal choice. You'll likely be able to get all the same features, performance, and range now.
This will still be an amazing car. You will not be able to buy a better car for $35,000.
Tesla was already preparing Fremont for new Model 3 production lines, and after manufacturer plates were spotted on the partially hidden Model 3, all indications pointed toward a newly realized design heading into 2023.
Tesla can achieve that number in the future in terms of vehicle production.
How do you feel about the matchup between the Model 3 and the Audi A3? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Otherwise, that's it for today's episode. We sincerely thank you for watching and for all of your support of our channel. As always, if you enjoyed our video, please leave us a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell to stay up to date on exciting developments in the world of EVs and green technology. Once again, we thank you so much, and we hope to see you again next time. Until then, take care and be safe.